That's professional. Cutting off the music instead of unmuting my mic. Oh yeah, we're on a roll today. Hello everyone, good evening. Hello Basil, how we doing? I've had the day off work and done sod all, and yet here I am, just like incapable of running a stream. Go figure. Hello Jamie, hello, how are you? How are we all? We've made it to Friday. We've made it to Black Friday. Who remembers when Black Friday was the last working Friday before Christmas, when all the office parties convened in town and you had to set up a field hospital to deal with Sandra from accounts, who was drunk again? That's the true meaning of Black Friday, not this kill everyone to get a television nonsense. Hello, Kathy, how you doing? Oh, everyone's here. Baz is here, Kathy, Jamie. Orko's here. He's sat like literally. Hi, look. Oh, he knew to look at the camera. Oh. He's, yeah, obviously sat there being a twat. The crimes cat has logged on. You do crimes. He does breaking and entering. I have seen him in next door's house, inside next door's house. I've got a key to next door. Sometimes they ask me to look after their cat. You do not have a key, do you? You find a way to sneak in. I'm surprised Clark has murdered you before now. Kathy is sore, but you've got a pillow fort, and that's the main thing. Sore but well, with a pillow fort. As we all know, what you mostly need after gender-affirming surgeries are pillow forts. Blahage optional, apparently. I want to go to IKEA and get a Blahage just to put it up there. Just to make everyone know that, you know, this is a safe space. Maybe replace these. I mean, I'm not even sure what's in these anymore. I think it's college work from 2007. When I did my HNC, which is pointless. Never even went to the graduation. Right. Hello. Yes, hello. Why would I still have it? I don't know. Why would I still have a lot of things? I'm a bit of a hoarder. Baz wants a new desk at some point. The likelihood of Blahage coming home with you is quite high. Right, okay, what are you doing? You're being a bellend. Yeah, I'm wondering, well, I should probably, like, tidy up in here. I mean, as you've seen with the cameras, there's a lot of crap in this, like, crap in this room that could go in the bin that doesn't leave the room. So why do you think my 15-year-old notes from college haven't gone anywhere? I think so. There might be, like, some of these might be paperwork, but I think there's probably, like, again, probably 10-year-old bank statements. Nothing in your house ever gets tidied up. Okay, fair enough. No judgment from Kathy. Good. You know, I've still got, like, blow out the thing. Like this. Food. Got delivered in that. That should go in the recycling, but no. Transal, hello. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Yes. You know what? This is how much my head wasn't in it today. Obviously, I'm British. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You know, we've got Christmas if we want to have embarrassing times with our families. But I do use Thanksgiving, or rather the day after Thanksgiving. As I said, I remember the traditional Black Fridays. But the day after Thanksgiving is generally about to, and today it is exactly a month until Christmas. So this is the point where, if actually, my hair looks like a bean. It's a fucking mess is what it is. Time for another haircut. No, I'm going to leave it for like 18 months. At least, probably. Anyway, no, what it is, it's time. It's time for a tiny tree. And maybe... There we go. Tiny tree Christmas. Yes, as I was saying, and then I remembered, today is generally the day after Thanksgiving, generally a month before Christmas, therefore an appropriate time to start putting the Christmas decorations up and breaking out the Christmas tunes. I went shopping earlier, put my headphones in. Was I listening to Christmas music? No! And I was like, what am I doing? It's Black Friday. I need to be the day after Thanksgiving. I need to be putting on my cool Christmas music. Because that's the thing. Like, as, you know, we were talking in Discord the other day, and Ray was like, oh God, no, I worked in retail. No. This is the cool Christmas music, including a song called Tiny Tree Christmas by Gusta, which inspired me to buy a tiny tree. Jamie did say, recently visited Laura's parents and they dumped on you mountains of old uni books and notes. Oh, wow. Mountains as well. What did Laura study? Bar humbug from Ray. Hello, Ray, by the way. There is no cool Christmas music. You have not heard Smoke Fairy's Wild Winter album, which I popped into the Discord, and I suggest you have a listen to. Sufjan Stevens' mega Christmas album with the song That Was the Worst Christmas Ever, which is just... I'm a miserable bastard, so I like beautiful, miserable music, and that is just chef's kiss of beautiful, miserable music. There's also Tracy Thorn's album, Tinsel and Lights. That's a cracker. Yeah. Studies philosophy and psychology at Oxford. That's going to be a lot, isn't it? It's definitely going to be a lot. Are you doing something with it? Are you keeping it? One of my friends papered her kitchen with her thesis. So, there you go. Biology. Right. We could. I know it's a daft idea. But we could play a video game, right? Oh, wow, it loaded first time. Didn't have to faff about in OBS. Well done, dickhead. That was Snarf, just knocking things over. Nothing important. Right. Yes, hello, what are you doing? What are you doing? Aside from making put-out noises all the time. Hello. Well, lucky for you, I don't need my keyboard that much. Huh? It's him. It's him now. It's him. Honestly, the pair of them are terrible. Right. Just sit there, be nice. Play with the toilet paper. I ordered takeaway yesterday, and they sent me a promo loo roll. You know, as you do. As you do. Right. Let's load our video game. It's a whole new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. That was a wrestling thing. I'm going to press the button. What? 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 The worst thing to ever happen to wrestling. A promo loo roll from a food delivery place doesn't scream confidence in the quality of their food. Well, the funny part was, hello, Prismatic Blood. Welcome in. Thank you for congrats on the loo roll. Hello, Kira. It does actually say on the promo card, a little extra loo roll, you know, for later. Tickles me. Anyway, that bloke's outside the shop again. Hello, hi, yes. Right, Gabriel Knight, we're playing a video game. That's what we're meant to be doing, right? It's over there as well. Is it? No, I'm pointing the wrong... There. It tickled me. Does it have feathers in it? Well, I mean, it could do. I'm easily tickled. Shut it. Right. Well, it's a whole brand new day in Gabe Knight. We've had a packet. Let's start with that, haven't we? We've had a journal. Gunter's journal.
Gunter Ritter's diary is leather-bound. Its parchment pages are old and fragile.
Excited gesticulations of Kathy.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as a witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with the beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Poor bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigation into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seems. The second to the last entry describes Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He'd found a name on one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Ballsy son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
You can read a full account of Gunter's last case in the graphic novel from the title screen. And by the way, I was like looking at chat and like, why did Ray? What's WGAC? Who Gives a Crap is the name of the company who make these loo rolls, and they're trying to be as eco-friendly as possible, and fair trade and stuff. So fair enough. Yeah, if you are American, hope you did have a good Turkey Day. For those who celebrate it, we don't celebrate it in the UK. As I say, we've adopted Black Friday somehow. Well, capitalism. That's the somehow about it. As I was saying earlier, I remember back in the good old bad old days that Black Friday used to be the Friday before Christmas, when all the office parties converged onto town and everyone got horribly drunk in ways that they wouldn't normally, because, you know, they've got like lives, and Sandra from accounts would try and get off with you, then throw up, and then need to go to a field hospital that they set up at the bottom of Wine Street. Maybe that last bit was just Swansea. But yeah. And obviously Thanksgiving, you know, bit tricky, what with, you know, the genocides and stuff. But for those who celebrate it, I hope you did have a good day. And that the people you chose to spend it with were convivial people. Because it can be a pain in the ass having to deal with, like, family and friends. Like, even, like, if you're in any way sort of like, God, like, all our LGBT plus folk who have to deal with family and friends who don't get it. Oh, I feel for you. I'm not in that situation. I've just got enough stresses with my family as is. But oof, I don't blame me. I've, over the past few years, stopped going home for Christmas. I'm just like, do we have to do Christmas? Can we do the Tuesday after? Or something. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. And it's just been the stress of, like, trying to go home for Christmas Day. Oh, it's too much. I've just been able to stay at home and just, you know what? I'm just going to veg out. Brilliant. Absolute brilliant. Hugs for the UK. Thanks, Transal. Kathy, I've got Uncle Sandra at the office party. Oh God. Oh no, Transal was a crazy drunk mess yesterday. Uh-oh. Yes, you can have a family stress without being queer. My sister moved to the other side of the fucking planet. Kira's never been to an office party. Oh dear. Honestly, Kathy, it's worth a try. Like, not the stress of having to do things for Christmas Day. Is just a mare. And just like, yeah, the Tuesday afterwards, if it seems to work. Stop going to office Christmas parties, stop working in places who pay the bar bill for me. That is kind of fair. Baz, I stopped going to office Christmas parties because I just fucking hate them. I hate people. I just hate the general public. Snarf, what are you doing? Particularly like the past few years, they tried doing like big, it's a conference and an office and a party for the whole department of about 1,000 people. And like you get there and then they're like, right, we just need to like mix you all up and randomize you so you're not hanging around with the same old people. And fucking here we go. And then suddenly there's people all milling around and I'm like, horrible. And yet you love us. I do love you. They're really like office parties that you're all working, you and they're pretty fun. Parties are more fun with people you actually like. Yeah, there is that. I work with a bunch of network engineers who've been in the business for about 20 odd years and all have kind of right-wingish views. Someone actually tried to complain that I put my pronouns in my email sig. Like, they actually took fucking offense at that. And so somebody said, like a manager comes along and goes, I've had complaints about you and things. I went, not happening, chief. Not happening. Fuck you. Don't think you have a party, just a lunch. You're not going to at me and friend of the team fucking off to the pub and stuff. That's the thing, it's a lunch that then gets boozier and louder, and then all of a sudden, Sandra's getting off with someone and a fight's probably happening. Exactly, how else are you supposed to know someone's pronouns if they're not on a massive fucking badge? or an email signature? How much Snowflake gets offended by an email signature? Oh, yes, I know the ones. Like, they did an all-hands call thing the other day. And, there was talk about inclusion. I think there'd been a sort of neurodiverse awareness week thing going on. They were talking about that. Then they were talking about the Christmas party that is happening, but it's in London in an afternoon for only 500 people. They don't want you to book a hotel or anything. So some people went, if there's meant to be inclusion, why is the Christmas party only for 500 people in London? And then shortly afterwards, in the question and answer session, there was someone going, why wasn't the Poppy charity mentioned? I was like, you fucking Poppy cunts. Should we play a video game? Fucking Poppy cunts. Dear Father, I offer these final words as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. The woman I wrote of, Titello, was the witch I sought. I have committed terrible crimes. I love this witch, then used our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. The talisman is gone. Titello took it. I can but pray for the swift recovery of the talisman, and that my punishment in hell will be long and bitter. Thy undeserving son, Gunther. Fair question. It is a fair question. Only having a Christmas party for some employees in London when we're like a nationwide company. There are like a lot of people based up, you know, in the north, not just around sort of like the northwest, but also the northeast. We've got people up Scotland way. That's like, you can't get a hotel. It's like, fuck you. I mean, I could go, sure, but like, fuck, I'm going. Sure, HMRC, but fuck all two of the EDI. Exactly. Right, let's play a video game instead of bitching about poppy cunts. Let's have a look at the day's
newspaper is on the counter.
Oh yeah, we're going to interact with the newspaper, haven't we? Oh, did we read this already? I think we might have. The Dixieland Deuce Dance Festival. Festival. Kathy, you went in for day surgery. What, did you have an overnight stay, I think, was it? You can't have missed us that much, because been a weird week and it's nice to be back. Alright, fair enough. Also, you know all our talk about how fucking cheap this game is. We couldn't even use spell check. The festival. And overnight stay. No idea anyone can do its day surgery. Better made out of hospital next morning. Oof. Missed us? I thought you were trying to get away from us. I know, right? I mean, because this stream is nothing but bollocks. Heart hands for everyone. Heart hands for everyone. Jamie loves a good festival. All the little red hats. I wear a fez now. Oh, yeah, no. A heart hand spelt like that would be something a lot different. Probably Bret the Hitman Hart thing. Wrestling.
Is that really a greeting for a champion?
Anyway, right, next weekend will feature the 15th annual Dixieland Deuce Jazz Festival, an all-day outdoors affair celebrating jazz of all kinds and for all ages. Jazz performers will play for free throughout the day at various venues, including up and down Bourbon Street. Many local restaurants, cafes and bars will be providing performance space as well. See the local events section for the full festival schedule of performances and locations. Aquarius, the shadow upon you is no longer reversible. Right, that's the paper. I'm trying to remember what we're meant to do today. Let's have a cup of coffee at least. Look at that butt. Look at that butt on the counter.
Good coffee.
Right, let's chat with Grace.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
How do you feel about New Orleans these days?
I'd rather be anywhere else in the world right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Could you research Rada drums
Oh,
for me?
yes.
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rotodrum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
Bling, bing, bing, bing. Hello, Rick. How you doing? You haven't missed much. Been talking bollocks, mainly.
I can't think of anything.
Or a lack of them. Right. Things to do today. So, that's it. We had to look at the Radodrums. Because somebody died yesterday. And we just walked away. We left their body in the church. We got, yeah, that's it. We got their snake tattoo design. Got a lot of things here. All right. Ew, just got a banner ad? Oh, no. Forgot to turn Piehole off when you unsubscribe from a bunch of emails. Oh, no, not banner ads. That guy's out there again.
This guy's really starting to bug me.
No kidding. I have a feeling if he can see us, they can see us.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
I've quite got around to finishing setting up the pie hole. Yeah, maybe I should give that a shot. I mean, I use, what is it, U-Block Origin, whatever it is. Seems to be doing much better than AdBlock Plus ever did, so. You're happy there, Snarf, just sitting
I've
there.
got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Big ginger loaf. Do you have a first gen pie on the floor next to the switch? I do have a first gen pie sitting around. Right, here we go. The whole of the French Quarter and thing. Oh! Ha! This one!
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait! Gabriel Knight.
You're too quick for me.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Right. Whole new area. This has been locked off to us so far. Nice thing about Pios, it covers the whole network, so you don't have to think about setting up on every PC, phone, etc. That is a really good idea, isn't it? Alright, what's going on here? There's a snake cage.
A large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin shares the cage with its original owner.
What else have we got to click on? Let's click on everything. Snake cage. Everything except the person we want to talk to, because that's like the weirdness of point-and-click adventure games, isn't it? It's like, oh, hello, Mr. Knight. Please take a seat. What would you like to talk about? What's this? What's this? What's this? 10 minutes later. Hi. And that, no, it's definitely not an appropriate way to keep a snake. Don't think anyone around here knows how to handle a snake properly. Well, they know how to handle a snake properly, they're not dead. But,
It's an old-fashioned parlor lamp hung with crystals. It's already on, and Gabriel doesn't want to turn it off.
alright, what else have we got down here? Crystals!
It's a large cluster of quartz crystals. Whatever they do, Gabriel isn't interested. A large crystal ball is prominently displayed. Gabriel figures that many men have picked up things in Magenta's parlor, but he'd rather not.
Is that the sort of joke that I think it is? I think it is.
A small draped table displays a crystal ball.
Right, what else we got? We got another lamp.
It's an old-fashioned parlor lamp hung with crystals.
Foxworths. Yep.
The shelf holds a variety of unusual objects. The kind of thing Gabriel refers to as junk. The mask is made of carved wood and looks African.
Oh, is this new?
There's a chest in the corner that looks like a carnival machine.
Can we use it?
It's impolite to mess with other people's stuff.
Oh.
Gabriel should wait until he's asked.
Alright, fine.
Magentia's bottles probably contain secret ritual concoctions.
Look at them just sitting in silence, just... Apparently it's rude to fiddle with the machines. Right, fine, let's talk to... Oh, let's look at the chair.
An overstuffed red chair from the last century dominates the center of the room.
Let's have a chat, then.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
About time. You've sat there for 10 minutes, prodding and poking at everything in my room. I'm glad I have a wireless mouse, so that I can just move my hand away from snarfs and crouching stuff. Alright, let's ask the least sexy question in the world.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodooienne's work is protecting her clients from the spells of others. I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
Anything else? Oh, there's loads.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Mr. Knight.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there. Very bad.
Oh, wireless mouse and keyboard. Get the ones that got the touchpad built in. So they're great for couch surfing.
So you don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No. That is part of a voodooienne's power. If people don't believe, there's not much I can do. But if they do believe, that is a part of my power too. But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you.
Hi,
Believe it or
Darren.
not, but stay away from it.
Hello, Daring. How you doing? Touchpad, like a laptop. Yeah, it's kind of essentially you just get I think you get them like, you know, a full-size keyboard, and then there's just a little sliver there with a touchpad on it. Sometimes they're a bit smaller. Maybe they don't have the numpad, and they do that. Pretty nifty. But yeah, wow. She got offended by the word fake there, almost as if she were a wrestling fan. Logitech one with touchpad places the num keys. Yeah. You've got this particular Logitech wireless keyboard. It's a great number, isn't it? But then I went and bought myself one of those fancy mechanical clicky clacky ones, which just revealed how bad a typist I was. we were preparing for bed, so she said, "Oh, wow, bless you for coming in. I know it's very late, Daring. I was in a stream earlier. She does occasionally stream. Let's give Daring a shout out, please." I would, but I've got a cat in front of my keyboard. Daring has been slowly playing Final Fantasy VII. You know, we don't want to backseat too much, but wow, she's running around a lot. I was trying to drop subliminal hints. They weren't sinking in. It's like, get in the submarine, Daring. You need to go in the submarine. Bless. It's good fun. I mean, not as good as the time when Darren's like, "Do I get to meet a Chocobo?" and run face first into the Midgar Zolom, but you know. Hello, Chocobo. Right. Hi, yes. You just sat there giving me looks. Now you know how about trying to guide me through Discworld. Oh, God. God. Yeah, but Discworld's worse. I mean, the hints on where to go with that bit of Final Fantasy VII aren't great. Oh, yes. And, of course, as soon as Darren gets in the submarine, she's just like, "What's this big green thing here?" It's called Weapon. It did murder you. Stay away from the green lad. Don't worry, when I was playing Final Fantasy VII on stream the other year, there was one point where I was just like, whoops, accidentally walked into Ruby Monster there. Whoopsie. Everyone died. When did I last save?
What do you mean? Do you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antennae, Monsieur Knight. And I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
Beware. It's a weird mouse pad. There we go.
What can you tell me about Nolans?
Nolans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
Cool. You work for the tourist board, huh?
What can you tell me about Nolans?
It is a fascinating city with many dark secrets.
What can you tell me about Nolans?
It is my favorite place in the world.
It was fun for the experience. And you know what? I am, even though it's when you know a game really well and you watch someone play it for the first time, you know what? You have such joy in playing it that even though I'm sometimes like, sit back, relax, let Daring enjoy it stuff. And yes, Ray, get back to Final Fantasy VII, the greatest game in the world. The only Final Fantasy so far I've seen through the end, they're so big and you're rubbish. See, Baz, the same thing, right? I tried Final Fantasy VIII a few times, can't do it. Final Fantasy IX I only finished because we were on stream and I had a guide. You know, I am rubbish at games. Obviously. Yeah, I mean, 9's great. I never finished it way back when. And like it took me being on stream to finish it. But Final Fantasy VII, the greatest game ever. I'll save in a minute, Nightbot. I'm talking to the lady about snakes.
Do you know anything about
Safety.
snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Import mesmerize. 8, you got the last stretch to use and then soft lock safe on. Oh no! Oh no! Kira, not favorite game I've ever expressed. And Kira was a bit upset when I tried 8. I was running it. I've got it on the PlayStation 3, so it's basically an emulation of the original PlayStation 1 discs. And Kira was like, "No, you should play like the remastered edition on Steam, so we get to see all of Laguna in his hunkiness." And, you know, she was right.
Tell me more about snakes.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
Shiny, 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 shiny Laguna Loire. Crispy's Polygons and Steam Edition. I mean, there is... someone was trying to persuade me with Final Fantasy IX to get some of the mods to make it, like, even shinier and widescreen. Like, with some upscale backgrounds and stuff, but that was faff. Anyway, hey, look, there's something in yellow. This is something we really should ask her about.
What's the significance of St.
Oh, we got
John's
the tinkle
Eve?
as well.
St. John's Eve. It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild. They wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Ding, ding, ding. We got some ding, 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 dings. So that was important information. I'd prefer with a decent SCART cable rather than composite and good capture thing. The PS1 can look damn good. Fair enough. I've got a reasonable composite capture thing. Reasonable enough. Darren watched someone play through FF9. Not bad. I mean, it is... Of those 3 games and the PS1 generation games, 7 is the best and 9 is kind of close behind. 8 is some people love 8, some people hate 8. 8 is Marmite, basically. You either love it or you hate it. Is there an international version of that travels? Because a lot of people were just like, what's Marmite? Anyway, remember how Tim Curry used to ask this question so sexily?
Do you have any idea what Cabrice encore means?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, there is a Crisis Core remaster. I never played Crisis Core. But yes, I am aware of a remaster coming. 8 is very Japanese, by which you mean complicated. Stuff, you keep being in the way.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, you're lying.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, yes. She was the first of the great voodoo queens.
She's a voodoo queen.
Tell me about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They're too close.
Too close to what?
Just bad karma.
Oh, so if I pull this one out from my jacket holding...
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo houndfall?
There are many voodoo churches in Nolans, no?
Yes, but have you heard of a secret voodoo houndfall?
Wherever did you hear such a ridiculous story? There is no such thing.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
It is the oldest, darkest heart of voodoo.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
There are some things it's better not to know about, Monsieur Knight.
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, lying.
Have you ever heard of Dambada?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, that's just the same recording, huh?
Have you ever heard the word Schattenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself. I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
How did you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame. I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes.
Will I play Crisis Core Remaster? Like I say, I never played the original, so it's not got a nostalgia thing for me. Maybe I'll check out the reviews and maybe sort of like look a bit gameplay. See, because sometimes like these modern video games are just like, oh, too much. Why do you think I play point and click games? So that I can just stop and talk bollocks in the middle of a conversation. Just tell me about yourself. No, hang on a minute. Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, I bought a PS5 and I'm not really using it, and I probably should set up to do some capture on it, and you know, we'll play some games on it at some point. Maybe I'll tidy up the living room and we'll set up to be a living room couch streamer, as opposed to, you know, back here in my tatty old back bedroom.
What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Do you do anything else?
I'm a voodooian. That is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
How many voodooians are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course, the level and the power of the voodooians differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Hopefully most of them have more money than Gabe. Everyone's got more money than Gabe.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in Nolans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Oh, we haven't an art to judge the accents.
Tell me anything at all.
I began studying voodoo more than 20 years ago. I'm well versed in the magical arts.
Tell me anything at all.
Many non-believers come to me. They are usually believers when they leave.
Natural gifts, but everyone told me size doesn't matter. Hello, Art. How you doing? Took longer than that than planned. Bless. Well, what do you think of this lady's Kansas accent?
Tell me anything at all.
Dr. John sends me many seekers, such as yourself.
Tell me anything at all.
I am happy here with my clientele and my snake.
I can't think of anything.
Very well.
Yeah, Kansas by way of New Orleans.
Dr. John tells me you're a voodoo practitioner of some kind?
Yes, I'm a voodooian, a voodoo priestess.
Nice place you've got here.
Thank you. For me, it's a sort of temple.
I can see that.
I was like, no, that ain't Kansas. This ain't Kansas, Toto.
Do you get many people in here on an average day?
Some days, the need for my power is greater than others. But I have many regular clients who would be lost without my vision, Mr. Knight.
I can imagine. That's a great-looking mask on the wall.
It's from Africa. A gift to me from Queen Tabitha.
Which version of Kirsten Dunst? Brilliant!
Do you know Dr. John well?
Oh, yes. We are old friends. Those with gifts are often drawn together.
So let's say I came to you wanting to attract a woman. What would you advise?
Take your
I
time.
wouldn't think you have any trouble attracting women, Mr. Knight.
No, I guess I don't.
Ugh. Hey, good night, Daring. Have a good one. It's late. It's late where you are. Have a good sleep. Enjoy your weekend.
So what advice do you give your clients?
I tell them to follow the light, be aware of the darkness, and always get expert spiritual advice from someone with the sight.
So,
That's what I
not
thought
you.
you'd say. About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where did you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me, monsieur. I am sure they know better than we.
So, Grimwald was being mistreated on the Travelling Reptile Show, which apparently was still a thing in the early 90s, to be apparently mistreated. You're keeping her in a tiny birdcage, you muppet. Thank you, Rick. Exactly.
How did you learn how to handle Grimwald?
I told you, a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Uh-huh. Fascinating. Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scales.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
I told you, I couldn't do that.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
Alright, so here we go. She takes the snake out. This very passive snake. She does a dance. Ding, ding, ding. Sit back and enjoy the show. TOS. That's alright, she's got clothes on. I think we're fine. Aha, right.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
There we go. The snake is naked. Snaked. Some good ones. Oh, feet on stream. Oh, I didn't even notice the feet. Oh no. New Orleans temperature may be adequate for a snake, but there's still Italian promise. Sim's feet.
There. Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
Hang on, we only noticed the feet now.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Tell me anything at all.
You have to be careful when handling a snake. They're more delicate than they look.
I'll bet. Tell me anything at all.
Many people are afraid of snakes. Isn't that silly?
Well, you know,
Totally.
some of them are, like, venomous, and some of them can choke you out and dislocate their jaw and swallow things larger than their head. So, probably good reason. I mean, you know, obviously if you handle them well.
Tell me anything at all.
Snakes shed their skins from time to time. You have to be especially careful of them when they're shedding.
I'll keep it in mind. Tell me anything at all.
Grimwald is very responsive to vibration. She doesn't recognize her name, but if I stomp 3 times, she looks right at me.
Twice on the pipe means the answer is no. Anyone remember that song? Maybe it was just my
Never
school
mind.
bus.
All right.
Vibrator.
Give me an example of Gree.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match. A spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Okay.
Give me an example of Gree.
Here's an old hoodoo, Dr. Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue. If the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Give me an example of Gree.
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times. You can also write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at midnight.
Egg. What's wrong with... Right, I can't remember what that song is. Is it Black Lace? It probably is. Right, hang on. Right, now it's Tony Orlando. Knock 3 times. I'm sure, like, it was on the... I'm sure it was on, like, the other Dirty Dancing soundtrack album. Or maybe not. It's from 1970. Anyway. Now that's a bad name. What, Tony Orlando and Dawn? Probably. Yeah, I mean, it's a song about sort of like feeling horny, basically. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me, twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Does Tony Orlando have a fake tan toupee? I mean, he might. He might. Anyway, it was one of those things that on my school bus, on my primary school bus, there were like a handful of tapes that were on rotation. The Dirty Dancing soundtracks. There was that. That was in there somewhere. Can't remember. Maybe with some Black Lace. I don't think we were listening to Black Lace's Gang Bang on the primary school bus. But at least Superman and Agadoo.
Give me an example of Gree.
Here's a nasty one. To kill someone, get a sock or shoe that belongs to that person. Put graveyard dirt in it and bury it under their front steps.
Does that work?
I don't know. I never tried it.
Tony Orlando can't sleep for the sound of knocking pipes. It's like the telltale heart. Brilliant. Oh, yes. Let's mash up the telltale heart with that song. That would be brilliant. Why would she volunteer that information if she believed it?
Give me an example of Gree.
To ensure the safety of your child, cut a lock of its hair while it is still a baby and keep it with you. The child must have all its hair before it can die.
These are interesting.
They're very old. The Gree that I prepare is much more powerful, I can assure you. But I don't give out those secrets.
She's landmines on her front steps. So the lock of hair from the kids. What happens then? Like, you know, your parents die. You're going through their stuff. And you go, oh, hey, what's this locket? You click it open and go, oh, hey, it's a lock of my baby hair. And then you immediately die? It's like, I've got all my hair back now. Poof. Who knows? Snarf, you're a pest. Right. We've talked to her.
Gabriel figures that many...
Yeah, don't make that joke again.
It's impolite to...
Right, should we show her things? Show her the voodoo code.
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
Ah, the voodoo code. It is very secret, yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Great. Can you tell me what it says?
I'm afraid I could never translate this code for an outsider such as yourself, Monsieur Knight.
Boo. Uh-oh. It's my mother. What else? She's not going to show us anything else, is she? Like, if we... We'll save the game in a second. Let's find... Save game. New save. Save. Yes, I know, you left a voicemail. Hello, lovely, it's Mum. Oh, Baz, well done. Right. Let's, Hi, Orko. I see you down there. See where... Right, hang on. Oh, snap's not that camera up position. As you can see, hello. Hello, there's me. And there's Snarf's big fat bum. There's Orko. Orko knows what's going on. Oh yes. Oh yes. They know the score. That were you just huffing your brother, Orko? Right, I can't see if I can get at the camera. Hello. Look at that face. Hello. Right, are we ready, lads? Basil is a wonderful person who, for some reason, thinks that you deserve some treats. Right, Snarf, you hit 20. So I reckon, Snarf, you could. There we go. Snarf, snarf. Here we go. The heat is on. Okay, just eat your biscuits. Stop like looking forever out. Nom 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 nom. Snarf, you could catch up. You could catch up by next year at some point, maybe. I do still need fix cat butt command. I need to get back to work. There's so many unfinished projects, including my own bots. I mean, you could just add it back to Nightbot. Alright, how are we doing here? Orko's still got like 2 at his feet there. Snarf's got a little pile going. Snarf's got a little pile still. Right, here we go. There's Orko's hovering. Orko in Snarf Wintermost. That's a good idea. Maybe, yeah, maybe we'll have a look at them over Christmas. Snarf has got 3 bickies left. Come on, Snarf, we believe in you. Thank you, Ray. Snarf's got 1 bicky left. I don't think that was a link. Oh, clips should get through. But there we go. That is a Snarf win. That is a Snarf win. Look at those Pete's. Look at those Pete's. There we go. Snarf won. I tell you what. Let's make Basil a VIP. It is a Snarf win.
A chicken.
There we go. Hi, you alright? Do you enjoy your treats? Do you want to thank Basil? Want to thank Basil treats? No, it's just gonna fuck off somewhere else. Right-o. There we go, let's go back to the game. Thank you very much, Basil, for
A chicken.
treating the lads to some bickies. There we go. Snarf, you made it to 21. He's fucked off. Had biscuits. Fucked off. Well, at least I got my desk back now. Stop using this as a mouse mat. This came in the other day. Absolute bollocks. It's brilliant. Yeah, I thought I had clips cleared. What is it? Yeah, it didn't come through properly there. 14 TV. This was on Channel 4 in the late 90s, between like 97 and 98. Made by Rapido TV, so the people who made Rapido, basically. With the Reverend, what's his name? The Reverend Lionel Fanthorpe. And this it's a 3-disc set. I still haven't got around disc 2 or not. I mean, the first one had people doing an autopsy of a mermaid, and they were like, "Oh, this neck's a bit tough. Let's break out the Stanley knife. Oh, it's made of wood." And it's like, you probably didn't need to take a Stanley knife to it to discover that it was made of wood. And a fraud, like most mermaids are. All the mermaids. Except for Splash. That was a documentary, that film. But yeah, this... I'm still waiting for another DVD to come through, which is Richard Wilson's Great British Drives, because I just need to get the bit of Richard Wilson in a Morris Traveller full of goths. I do believe it. Right, Madam Moonbeam, there's nothing... Right, we can show her things.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
No, we don't want to show her that, apparently. Shall we show her the snake bracelet?
Does this mean anything to you?
It's beautiful. I love it.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, but if you know where I can buy one...
Sorry, it would be rather hard to find one these days.
Oh, well, so be it.
She doesn't know much about this. Does she know about Crash's snake tattoo?
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Alright, fine. What else could we show her? Probably not interested in all our stuff. The voodoo article, no. Show a crocodile
Do you know
mask.
anything about animal masks?
Yes, but we don't use those anymore.
Yeah, right. Voodoo article, nope. Show the Veve.
Does this mean anything to you?
These are magical symbols. Deep magic.
Really? Have you seen them before?
No.
And how do you know they're magic symbols?
Seeker, my eyes are unveiled to see truly that which is in front of me.
Uh-huh. Thanks, tons.
Thanks, hun. I mean, tons. Phone book, no. Voodoo code, she won't tell us that. Show it now. Let's not show a murder photo. I think we are done here.
The shelf holds a variety of unusual objects. The kind of thing Gabriel refers to as junk. Gabriel figured
Fuck off, Gabe. Yeah, I think we are gonna fuck off now.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
As you wish. Do what you will, if it harm none.
Count on it.
Fuck off, Gabe. You're junk. Are you both in the same house and flirting? Right, I think we should go to the university and find more dead bodies, probably. It's the best time to flirt. Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, Hartridge, what's the good word? Hartridge? Ah! Oh God, not again.
More dead bodies for us to leave there. The flirting's coming from inside the house. Welcome to Kirei's Tiffs and Flirting. I mean, yeah, fair enough. If you're comfy, then why not use all modern forms of technology available to you?
a wastebasket next to the...
Yeah, full crumple paper. Let's have a look root through.
There's nothing of interest in the wastebasket.
Boo. Right.
There must be something here about what Hartridge found out about that Veve.
Cool, let's have a root round then.
There must be something here about what...
This is a crime scene. Gabriel wants to disturb it as little as possible.
Right, okay, fine.
Damn, this is his notepad. But the top sheet's been taken.
But... there's a pencil. Okay, cool. We're actually doing this as a physical thing.
Hartridge's notes. This must be about the Veve.
Bling, bing, bing, bing. He doesn't look too chipper, does he?
This is a...
Fine, fine. We won't move things.
The shelves behind Hartridge's desk are full of old books. Gabriel's seen enough old books to last a lifetime.
You're an author, Gabe.
A round pottery vessel hangs from the ceiling. Gabriel doesn't want to disturb Hartridge's treasures. An old globe sits atop Hartridge's file cabinet. Gabriel fights the urge to give the globe a spin.
Why can I not click on the drum? It's a very obvious thing, but no, apparently
The
not.
squatter grins maliciously at Gabriel.
Yes, and he owns a bookshop as well.
Gabriel doesn't want to disturb Hartridge's treasures.
Big head.
It's an enormous stone head. Gabriel doesn't want... Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office.
You want me to talk to a fish?
You gave me the option to talk to a
Gabriel
fish.
doesn't want to upset the fish.
The narrator knows so much about what Gabe wants. Maybe she should play the game.
He's looked better.
Talk to him.
Whatever Hartridge may have learned, he can't share it with Gabriel now. At least not vocally. That would be up to the coroner.
Fine, can I...
I'm not touching that body.
Fine.
The visitor's chair looks unsteady and a little low to the ground.
That's a power
Gabriel
play.
doesn't feel comfortable sitting around here under the circumstances.
Crime fish. Right, what else? Stonehead fish out filing cabinet. Can we poke through that?
It's Hartridge's file cabinet.
Can we have a poke through?
The filing cabinet is...
There's an African mask down there, huh?
That mask is quite hideous.
Oh, apparently it's hideous.
Gabriel doesn't want to disturb... The carved stone head looks African.
African, no, I bet you don't want to
Gabriel
disturb it.
doesn't want-
No, of course you don't want to disturb it. Shelves. Okay, I think we've got what we needed.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on the notepad paper.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Authentic. Alright, so I think we've done everything in here, right? Let's leave the crime scene. Should we report the crime? Nah.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
Oh, okay. The rent-a-cops. That's... Sure, whatever. Talk to cops.
Three nearly identical little girls are playing jump rope outside the station. There's something a little off about them.
Oh, we got all children of the damned.
Hey there, girls.
The little girls stare at Gabriel, but say nothing to him.
Good. Right, profiling much. And yes, that's the second corpse we've just like left.
Of all the things I could go to jail for, that is not going to be one of them.
Wow. They put that option in there so that he can make that joke.
Gabriel's double Dutch skills leave something to be desired.
There's the drummer.
That can't be good.
Wow, the narrator didn't actually say anything. They didn't even bother to record that line.
That can't be good.
This game gets cheaper.
The drummer looks at Gabriel but says nothing in return.
Right. Yeah, alright, Nightbot. Fine. budget game.
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Just walking, just random dude, just walking our way into the police station.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
Yeah. What is it, you wanker?
I love the fact that they learnt. He does not look healthy, that's right. That they learnt the phrase wanker and went, right, okay. That's how these people communicate with each other. I mean, to be fair. And they can't say wanker properly, you're right. Alright, let's have a chat with Mosley.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
While I
You're
eat
the
some
writer. Ask away.
cookies.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to talk about that for now? We're not doing the book anymore. Besides, you already know too much about me, Knight.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? I guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, huh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said...
Crash said? What, he mentioned pink elephants too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No, actually I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy, standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report.
There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ. You're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African Studies at Tulane. Well, yesterday I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's on to something big, and when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered, and by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case. Don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. Because if I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut and not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
Cop's gonna cop.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
I already told you. You still need to prove that there's a legitimate voodoo cult in Narland. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay,
I have this. Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about them?
They confirm that the pattern for the murders is of African origin.
This is interesting if it's true. But how do you know he had the right pattern?
because I reconstructed it.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight. So that's what Hartridge used, huh? I guess his analysis is on target then.
Right, I think we just proved
Okay,
something.
the murders
Yeah.
were committed by a legitimate voodoo cult. You proved your point.
There we go. Cop's gonna cop. Art, thank you for that perfect comment. You're the fucking cop, you lazy slag. But yeah, busy targeting marginalized communities. AC, AB. No, you're gonna mention Gabe stole evidence. We don't talk about that, Rick. Right, so he wants a lead. We've got nothing at the moment, right? I mean, we all know it's Dr. John. Fine, we borrowed stuff. Fine. Right. Well, we better go and get another lead, huh?
If Mosley wants to win,
Frame Games is backup plan. Game or Gabe? No one
I'm gonna hit the
knows
road.
what it's like
Ciao, baby.
to be the bad man, to be the sad man. That is a terrible Roger Daltrey impression. Alright, not sure there's anything else to do in the police station right now. Let's go to the pub. The less terrible Fred Durst impression. Hello.
What's up?
Buddy, I think the place you're looking for is down on Bourbon.
Alright, whatever.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure, I'm not too busy at the moment.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
There we go. Love the self-awareness that Limp Bizkit had when naming their new album Still Sucks. Saved me a listen. True. I mean, they named the album Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavoured Water. They said that their album was Arse and Piss. Yet we still all bought it in 1999 or whatever it was. Oh well, let's just keep rolling. Not all of us. I don't think there's actually anything else going on here, is there? Speak for yourself, you ripped off Napster. Yeah, they're in love. That's why she came on to Gabe.
there's no answer.
Yeah, nothing happened at Casino. Alright, you know what? The square. You still overpaid for it. Can talk to us today?
You know, I know who you are.
The drummer ignores Gabriel and just continues drumming. Unnerving, isn't he?
They really don't want anyone putting a traffic cone on that statue's head, I know, right? Do you have a flag?
someone is in that confession.
Alright, no confessions for us to make today.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Oh no! We're being attacked by a snake!
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did. I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see. We were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
Snake attack,
You don't
attack
need to
snake.
ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Achievement unlocked. Snake attack.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
You're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Security guard in their pay. Good pun.
There's something in the ashtray.
Time to use our magnifying glass in the ashtray. Is Gabe monkey? No, he's just a perv.
There's a snake scale in the ashtray.
Bling, bing, bing, bing.
Gabriel finds a snake scale in the ashtray. It's a souvenir from the museum's python.
Right. Now, here's the bit where...
He places the two scales together. The two iridescent scales are a perfect match.
Aha! Bling, bing, bing, bing. I know we're getting all the nice little noises here. And I think that might be... what I need.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Fine, do the dramatic pose. That might be what I need. For Mosley to say, hey, look. You want to lead? I've got a clue I found at the crime
my
scene.
man.
It's you. God help me.
That you missed.
I have these two snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It definitely suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight.
Yay.
Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight.
Well,
Kiss
you know what
your
they say.
shit.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. I'll be in touch. Meanwhile, you stay out of trouble. I mean it.
I'll try. Thanks, bud.
Compelling evidence.
Now lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
Not at all suspicious.
The door is locked.
Alright, so we can't go back into Mosley's office. But he has just left us hanging around here.
That window leads to Mosley's office.
Yes, it does. Can we
If
open it?
Gabriel wants...
No. Okay. Right, so Mosley's on the case now.
Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, closed today only. This time the door is actually locked.
Cool. They're locked. Try the Dixieland drugstore.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
That's hi. It's the only time he's...
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Anything new?
These is black days. Something in the air, you know? Black days.
Nice weather we're having.
Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm busy? St. John Eve coming. I got to be ready.
Alright. But... this voodoo code. We need... translate some voodoo code.
Do you know anything about these crosses? I think there's some kind of code.
Look like a lot of hand tracks to me, man.
No, you're rubbish with that. Okie coke. Boo 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 boo. Well, we haven't been to the cemetery. These new markings?
The marks are reddish in color and remind Gabriel of cross.
No, they're the same ones.
Hello there. Got a sec?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Yeah, I don't think got anything more to talk to him about. Let's poke around the Getty tomb. Can we use the switch?
The plate is in locked position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key. An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb.
Those are definitely different recording sessions. Are they even the same person?
There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors. An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb.
It's like the pitch in the voice. Like they're definitely different sessions. Right, we're going to copy The Sims.
The Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
And the $20 we needed. Snake statue?
An odd monument highlights one graveside. It looks vaguely reptilian. The marble residence of this...
Alright. Don't think anything else is happening here at... Right. Nothing happening there. I think we've done everything there. Let's just check. I'm pretty certain we don't need to do anything with the binoculars. Because I don't think there's anything happening at the path today. Park. The binocs. Right. That's everything in town. We go to Granny's house. Let's see if we're allowed back in here again.
Miss Geddy is busy, officer, and has instructed me to wish you good luck. That is all.
If you just tell her...
Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, no, nothing happening here. I said good day, sir. Let's go see Granny.
Gabriel, my love, how nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Gran. Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Oh, dear. You shouldn't talk so.
Achievement unlocked, Grandma's boy. I like that achievement.
You're looking well, Gran.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Is there anything you need?
Me? No, I'm just fine, Gabriel. I have more than enough of everything.
Nice weather.
Oh, Gabriel, please. It's been just awful. Muggiest summer of my life.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Right.
All right, dear.
Nothing happening at Granny's.
Don't take any wooden nickels, boy.
I'm trying, Gran.
Yeah, it's running muggiest summer, and there he is, wearing that big old long coat. I don't think there's anything else going on here, is there?
Lake Pontchartrain is impressive. It measures 24 miles across and stretches as far as the eye can see.
Alright, you know what? Maybe it's time to go to our handy-dandy book of hints. What things do I need to do on day 5? Did you visit Hartridge? Yes. Did you visit the museum? Yes. Did you settle things with Mosley? Yes. Has Magenta Moonbeam helped you? Yes. We've done all these things, right? Except for the fact that we don't know where Mosley has gone. Find Hartridge's notes and desk at Tulane. Yes. Go see Magenta and get her to translate the voodoo code. Also ask her about St. John's Eve. Visit the Voodoo Museum. Go talk music. Ask Grace to research Rada drums if you... Get her to translate the voodoo code, but she said she wouldn't. So how do we get her to translate the code?
Gabriel Knight, come in.
Hello, Magenta.
Please, be seated.
Hello, Elvish Cats. Right, there we go. There's the voodoo code.
Are you sure you can't translate this for me?
As I said, it's a very secret code.
Surely you can see I'm trying to learn as much as I can here. How am I supposed to become an insider if you won't help me?
That's true, I suppose. Perhaps if the Loa were to grant you their approval.
How do I get that?
By using my Ask the Loa machine.
A machine?
Yes. A spirit guided me to it years ago in an antique store, and its guidance has never faltered. I trust it implicitly.
I see.
The spirits often work in mysterious ways, Mr. Knight. If you aren't willing to ask...
No, I'll ask. Let's see here.
Okie Coke. Here is our Ask the Loa machine. This is the sane approach to life. Use trusted friend. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, that... It's like this is worse than lights off. Right, hang on. Yes. That color thing. I'm just gonna press all the buttons until something makes sense. Well, I asked the lower... Oh my god, there's an eyeball in that skull. And they said... They gave me their Instagram ID. I think we're trying to get it to say trusted friend. And like, we can pull a... But then it kind of like flips back and does a lot of flipping. Maybe we just have to... See, some of them are linked together. Right. Hey, there we go.
Well done, Mr. Knight. You have earned the Loa's approval.
Truly, it's an honor. Now, about that code.
Let me see.
There are two fortunes. You will rig this machine, or you will not rig this machine, but throw your own machine out the window in frustration.
Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid. Whoever wrote this wasn't very good.
That's all right. Just tell me what it says.
It starts with a D and J. Then... okay, this part makes sense. It says, Conclave tonight. Bring... well, then there's more nonsense. F-W-E-T-K-A-S-H. The last bit might mean cash. Fresh cash? Doesn't make much sense.
That's okay. Thanks. D.J. Conclave K-A-S-H.
I think DJ...
I'm happy I could help.
DJ in this case is Dr. John. Secret decoder ring. All right. As we look at our hints. Oh, we've cleared out the hints because I think we've done everything for the day.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
As you wish. Peace and harmony be yours.
Right.
It's getting late.
Yes.
Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
We did play the original Gabriel Knight one like 2 years ago, 3. I know it was the second game we played when I started streaming.
Damn.
And so obviously we know about voodoo. Was it I guess 2 years ago. Oh, let's have that dream again. Snake. Gunter. So yes, we played the original about 2 years ago, and I think like so far with this version, it's lacking the Tim Curry and Tim Curry's sexy way of saying voodoo. And then the night became as day. I glimpsed nature's reddest claw. The face of fear looked back at me as I gazed into the maw. It's missing all the good voice actors, and it looks like it's basically been done in the Sims engine. Its version is worse in basically every way. That's a bit cruel, Kathy. A
chicken.
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel!
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in the back. It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
Oh, God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No, I'll take care of it.
But, Gabriel?
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
It's gonna be fine.
They've known where we
Now
live
go
for a
on.
long time.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No, I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Special delivery, it seems.
Grace, I'm broke. There's at least 2 meals on that chicken. Yeah, the hint system is a bit handy. Obviously, we didn't have that in the first game, so there were some times where we just I don't know what to do, and that's where we came up with the Sierra Ray helpline. The art is pretty slow and the characters, like, you know, I do like the enhanced art of this version. I know we joke about it being The Sims, Gabriel Knight, Sims of the Fathers. Thank Kathy for that great pun. But you know, if we look at the, they usually do like a comparison of, like, you know, the original art was pretty good. But yeah, the new art is not bad. I still like the FMV of the second game the best. I know some people just like, DJ, no.
It's just an envelope.
I can see that.
Are we sure it's just an envelope? But there's definitely some cheapness with this game, and the way that they what's the best examples I can think of, yeah, just the dialogue recording sometimes feels like it was rushed.
Gabriel opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley in a small brass key.
Aha.
Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested that I take vacation time, so I am, at least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
the note is signed by Mosley.
Well, it's going to look shit in the book now that you've written at the bottom, P.S. I think the note will look great in the book. Jesus, Mosley. Yes, definitely there are fewer buttons. Like that GK1 button system was weird. P.S. Put me in the book. Please, please, you wanker. But yeah, it's just, the main thing is it's whoever this guy is that they got to voice Gabriel Knight on this one, he says voodoo. Tim Curry says voodoo. And it's a world of difference. Like, one of them is, I'm not even doing the Tim Curry one justice. What do you know about voodoo? No, I'm still not doing it justice. But Tim Curry said voodoo sexily. This dude is just like voodoo. Dambala. It's just, you were being paid by the hour, and it's like, we're going to dead stop at 6 p.m. So that's most of our beef. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the stuff we got. We got Rada book. Let's have a look at this. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Is it? No, wait, is it?
Grace actually managed to find a book under Rada drum code. The book contains several pages of Rada drum codes.
Okay, so we're not actually doing the codes. Oh, but we do have... We haven't had a look yet, have we, at the...
Gabriel gazes at the translation of the code that Moonbeam gave him, pondering who wrote it and for whom it was meant.
There we go. So we've got that, so we can try and do that puzzle later. I remember that was a very specific puzzle, as I recall. Anyway, folks, as I mentioned last week, I'm going to see my parents tomorrow. So I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow because I'm also going to go and catch up some buds back in Swansea as well. So I'm going to be back late. So we're going to do an extra special Black Friday super stream. Just another hour, probably. I know we normally do 2, but let's push on to 9 PM tonight, just to get a little bit more in. Let's start with a chat with Grace, though. I know, wild, right?
Got a minute,
like,
Grace?
What's up?
What do you know about voodoo?
I know more than I ever cared to. I wish you never messed with this voodoo stuff in the first place.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I know you shouldn't be messing with it, and I know you will anyway.
Good, because now Rick's making dinner, so he's going to miss some stuff. I'll just put us on loudly.
Are you okay?
I'd be peachy if you'd give up all this voodoo crap, Gabriel.
I'm sorry I got you involved in this, Grace.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself out of this mess.
Alright, no more messages or research. Project, DJ, so Rick, I hope you can hear us. I'm doing my acting voice. Oh, it's good, so we have covered. All right, okay, cool. Oh, the sad face is because you're making dinner late. Because, I mean, 9 PM is kind of late for dinner, to be fair. Rick is in Central European time. So, right, well, we know what that key's for, right? We've got a key. And what's had a keyhole? That's got a keyhole. It's entirely sensible time. I mean, I'm going to be having dinner at 9 PM. I'll go on face.
The key doesn't fit the lock on the plate.
Oh, no. Then what's the key for? His office. Oh.
An abandoned car sits in front of the police station, one tire removed. Gabriel doesn't know how to hotwire a car, and if he did, he wouldn't want that one.
Why does it look like... I mean, there's something shiny going on back here. And blood at the back of the car? What's happening here?
Oh, God. That's awful.
Still,
Might come in handy.
You never know when you might need a tire iron. Poor crow.
That dead bird doesn't look like an accident. A warning?
Pick up the dead
Not
crow.
a chance in hell.
Oh, Elvish Cat with the hot takes. Don't think anyone can say the original's better in every way. I think the voice acting is better, though poorly recorded. But almost everything is better in this version. I mean, in terms of the puzzles, so far everything has been, pretty much the same. I appreciate it being slightly more high def, even if it is a little bit like The Sims. Shall we stop looking at the dead crow? Everyone's being upset by the dead crow. But this puzzle now, where we need to sneak into Mosley's office, but Mosley is on holidays, so we won't be allowed to go back there, is different because I think charm of the original is absolutely... Now, this particular puzzle, I think now what we need to be... We're sneaking in a window. Bing, 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 bing. But for those who remember the original puzzle...
Right. I'm going in.
The original puzzle in the original game, it Fricks, the desk sergeant, gets distracted by the food cart, and then starts like drifting off into a carb coma, and it was a timing puzzle, which when you're running it in DOSBox on, I think it was on my old machine, which was still a 10-year-old i7. The timing loop just kept going really fast, and we were like trying to wrestle with DOSBox to try and slow it down. It was really funny. Anyway, Mosley's key, which I presume opens Mosley's desk. Yeah, the tracker. Let's steal the tracker. The Men's Hair Guild. Breath mints. Half a fucking glazed donut. Not even half a glazed donut. What sort of cop is Mosley that he doesn't finish his fucking donut? That's the only thing we wanted there, but... shit, what? Now Elvish Cat's like, I want a donut. There's a 24-hour Krispy Kreme drive-through by me. Not that I'm going to drive down there after this stream. I went shopping earlier, I've got stuff. Right. Cutscene. Zombie cops! And the children of the damned.
What the hell was that?
The re-recorded score. Is it actually? Has it been re-recorded? It sounds. I don't know. Shoot, the guy looked done well. Yeah, you're right, Art. Alright, guess we're not going back to the police station again.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Now this...
The voodoo shrine is filled with items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
Yeah. Missing Michael Dawn.
Gabriel slips the signal device into the Seke Madeleine.
Can I assist you, Mr. Knight?
No, just looking.
Now if only they take the coffin to the ritual.
Bing, 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 bing. Let's have a chat with him, though.
Do you know of anything interesting going on this evening?
You mean St. John's Eve? Mr. Knight, I know of nothing that you would find amusing.
That's all he's saying, huh? Let's get saving. Yeah, I'll check out the comparisons of the themes. I mean, could be said, I have thoroughly enjoyed the music from the other Robert Holmes, because of course, if you're a fan of Doctor Who, Robert Holmes was a script editor and a highly regarded writer from the late 60s through to the 1980s. That means I get to press the Doctor Who button.
Well, that's your answer for everything, isn't it? Vote for an idiot.
If you say so, Mr. President.
Right, can I use my RADA book?
Gabriel can't hear the street drummer very clearly in this location.
Not here. No, I don't want to do this shrine. I want to exit to the map.
This is St. John's Eve, and it's getting on towards dusk. I have things I must do.
I see. No problem. I'll just,
Leave. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. May the spirits guard you well tonight.
What, the clips on the Doctor Who button, like, literally just, I think I just went around YouTube and found a bunch of stuff. There's no plan, rhyme, or reason. I just, click through clips on YouTube. Like, some of them, I'm pretty certain there were some of them I was after.
It's bigger on the inside.
Is it? I noticed.
Not that one. But, like, certainly, I think the one with Leela, it's true, the evil one eats babies. I think I'd purposely hunted that one out. But yeah, quite a few of them I was just, like, randomly going around. Same with the wrestling one. Mainly just randomly just trying to find decent wrestling promos. I say decent wrestling promos. Classic wrestling promos. And then sort of like, also trying to put a few of my favourites in from AEW, which is why we get the really long Hangman ones. Anyway, I mentioned wrestling.
That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Oh yeah, but I got a lot of CM Punk and he's a miserable bastard. Well, there's not a lot you can do about it. Right.
Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, closed for St. John's Eve.
There we go. So, we've got that ready. No, hang on. Let's go to the park and let's do the Rowder drum thing. This is going to be, like, obviously where it's done.
Gabriel listens carefully to the drum and opens his RADA book to translate.
Oh shit, we gotta translate. I'm losing track. Okay, so. Oh, because there's multiple pages. Right, drop 2 down the T. It's a weird book, this, isn't it? Are we missing stuff? Did we come into this late? Right, boop 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 boop. this was... Right,
Gabriel listens carefully to the drum and opens his Rada book to translate.
At least it's like putting it there. The annoying thing is that none of these start with those combos, do they? One part is Core Conclave. Right, hang on. Core Conclave is the... That one? No. That one. Think, is it? Yes. Yeah, that's there. So it's the bit before. Let's clear the message. Clear that. I'm looking for like the two high and the two low. Because there doesn't seem to be a word for the two high and the two with the two high and the two low. But then we've got the one high, one middle, one high. Which again we don't have the pattern for. Then we've got the two low, but then we've got the Core Conclave. So I think that's the first thing that we can get out of it is actually the Core Conclave. And then the three mids might just be a break. To because there's nothing that right, what else have we got? Core Conclave. We got a swamp in there. But what's in between? Oh. The time, isn't it? So...
If Gabriel's translation of the drum code is correct...
There'll be a conclave tonight in the swamp. That must be the bayou.
Hey, there we go. Achievement unlocked, keeping the beat. We're getting to a part of the game now where there's every good chance that we could die. So I'm just going to keep saving. Right. So, nothing going on. So this is where...
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb. But at the moment,
Gabe die?
he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
sure what to say or how to say it.
Oh, I thought we had all the information that we needed. We know there's a conclave at the swamp tonight. The bayou. Now is not a good time to do it.
The dirt patch provides parking for visitors to the bayou.
Is this what the bayou actually looks like? Or are we gonna...
Something in the bayou air is confusing Gabriel's sense of direction. He could use some less susceptible assistance.
This looks familiar. Damn, I'm back where I started.
That's fine. Yes, it's this puzzle. But... we need to... because the bit that was really annoying from the first game is that we need to... we should be leaving the message, unless they've taken that out. But we've still got the brick here, so presumably we should be leaving the message about taking the Seki thingy bobby. Gotta have some James Bond stuff in all this, right? I'm sure there was something, though. Yeah, take the coffin. Might be confusing my games.
It's locked shut. The plate is in locked position.
That still needs a key. Where's the... there's the exit to the entrance. Boo, boo, boo. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the voodoo code.
Gabriel can't put...
How do we...
The wall doesn't work. Gabriel can't...
How do we clear the wall? Because I...
Could I have a minute of your...
What you need?
What you need, boy? Nothing.
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb. But at the moment, he's not sure what to say or how to say it.
Right. Like, so there was basically, we put a message up to make sure that they took the little coffin, the Sekilu, whatever it's called, to the swamp. We know that it's at the swamp tonight. Let's just go through all the locations in case there's...
Gabriel can't hear the street drummer very clear.
Yeah. DJ still hasn't found what he's looking for. I don't think there's anything happening here that's going to help us, right? There's a dude with his magical stein.
Hey, how's it going?
Could you excuse us? We're talking here.
Fine.
Hey, how's it going?
Could you excuse us? We're talking here.
We're talking here.
Could I ask you if...
Sure.
What can you
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Oh, don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath.
Right, nothing happening here.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Willie's going to say anything to us. I think we're done with Willie.
Can I ask you just...
Whatever, man. Yep, you got nothing for us. We're still waiting for you to pay your debt. Thank you for clipping me having a sing-song.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Right, Grace. Can you do some research for me?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Oh, wait, hang on.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints. Grace keeps her art supplies here.
I was thinking, was it like, do we borrow Grace's stuff and paint over it, and then we can use the brick to do a new one?
The books on the table have been chosen for their special appeal.
Might have to hit the hint button. Someone killed a chicken in here. Help!
A chicken.
Things heating up. It's time to strike back and find out who's behind this. Did you know it's St. John's Eve? That's a big day for voodoo. Yes, it is. That's not particularly a helpful hint, is it? I've been to the voodoo thing, and I've found all the trees, put them in the tree museum. Gabe wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints. Right. There's something going on inside of Voodoo Cartella. Everything Gabriel does today should be to find who's responsible for these murders. Wait, are we on day 6? What things do I need to do? Okay, yes. Fine. Did you find where the voodoo will be celebrating tonight and how to get yourself accepted once you get there? That's the mask, right? And the thing. Like, we were going to wear the mask. Come on, yeah, give me a level 2. Have Grace paint on the snake tattoo. Bring him to get the tracker. Yeah. Plant it. Translate the drum code. Leave a message on the Laveau tomb. Find the ceremony and hide your face to safely get inside. The snake tattoo. Hey, Grace. I'm going to get naked. And it's going to be weird.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now, why on earth would you want me to do that?
No. What?
It wards off evil. It's a good luck snake.
Yeah, well, about that tattoo job, good luck finding someone else to do it.
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say. I guess you're going with Malia.
Yeah. That's right.
And why should I help you out when I don't even like Malia?
Oh, Kathy's like, actually, the original 16-bit graphics were better. Are we going to play the jealousy card?
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
It's perfectly understandable. I know that you have certain feelings for me, quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day
Don't
by
stick
day.
it in her face.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Gabe!
Ugh.
What'd I say?
All right, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Fuck it, Al Gabe.
Now. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up.
One more remark and I'm leaving.
Okay, okay.
Tie up, leave you there. And again, I would like to point out, this was written by a woman. Oh, Rick! Love it.
Done. It's just stunning.
Sorry I couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Zing! The misogyny is coming from inside the house. Right. Now we get a snake tat. We got the tracker. We planted it in the coffin. We translate the drum code. We need to leave a message on the Laveau tomb, and then we need to find the ceremony and hide our face. That is fine. Okay. Oh, by the way, Elvish Cat. It's still, yeah. I have the novelization of this game. Because basically, there's one of the reasons why we picked these games up 2 years ago. When I started streaming, me starting stream was, hey, does anyone want to watch me play some games from the 90s that I used to own but never finished? And this was, I had a big box set. It was like a triple pack of the Gabriel Knight games plus this novelization, which has never been read. Look at the binding there. That is the binding of a book that has never been read. But it has the yellowing of a book that is 20 odd years old. No. What's beautiful is the dude from Gabe 2's hair. That's beautiful. But yeah, again, we were talking earlier. I'm a hoarder. I don't throw things out too often. I have books here that I can absolutely date back to certain parts of my childhood. But yeah, this is one. Gaffy can read a book without breaking the spine. Okay, fine. I don't have delicate hands. Am I going to be giving you a reading? Oh, wow. Maybe I could. Maybe a special Christmas treat. Probably a middling mystery from a budding romance writer, but it's a great thing to... You do know that Jane Jensen now writes gay erotic fiction. I mean, if you've seen Gabriel Knight 2, Electric Boogaloo, you would know. Is this book porn? Hang on, let's read. Does it have the sex in it? Oh god, what, the Malia stuff? Oh wow. It could do. There is a there is a blurb on the back from Computer Gaming World. The elements Jensen uses to drive the action, sex, violence, love, sacrifice, betrayal, and worship, both holy and profane, give the story incredible power. And that might be a review of the game. Yeah, no, that's the... Boo, boo, boo. I'm trying to see if I can find gay porn hard pass. The only book the person's read. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to see if the bit with Malia. Yeah, hang on, just smut time. Ah, right, here we go, here we go. Are we ready for a little bit of smut? Ouzo and gin. Are you drunk? Alright, Art, look after yourself. We'll catch you soon. Are we ready for a little bit of this? I'm bending the spine. For the Malia sex scene. I'll take you to the paragraphs before, as Grace is leaving, and Malia has arrived. Behind Grace's tense little back, the door of the shop opened. Gabriel appeared and reached beyond her, taking Malia's arm. "Say goodnight, Gracie," he said in a warning tone. He pulled Malia into the shop and closed the door behind them. Grace could hear the door bolt turn. Inside, Gabriel started to reach for the light switch. Malia stopped him with a gentle hand on his arm. "Don't," she said. His arm obediently dropped to his side. It felt weighted, tingling, as the rest of him did. Something tangible swam in the air, something electric and heady. His head suddenly felt light, the surroundings surreal, as if it was opium smoke in the air and he was succumbing. They stood and stared into each other's eyes in some mystical equivalent of dancing, and whatever chemistry was in the air deepened and intensified with that incarnate touch. Soul to soul. "Didn't think you'd come," he managed. She smiled sadly. "Didn't have a choice." She stepped into his arms, and he found himself falling into her as down a dark well. That's it. That's the sex scene. That was it. End of the chapter. This is terrible. What was in there? I got more, whatever. It was like, I don't know. That's, it's kind of tasteful. Didn't even get to snogging. Right, so what's Rick having for dinner there? Pasta and sausages. Okay, Ouzo was for cooking, Jin is for dinner. Fair enough. We should probably put saving. That is the first time I've opened that book to read it. It's just been like in my bookshelves. Because you don't throw away books. You might give them to friends to read and never get them back. But you don't throw away books. Didn't think you can. Yeah, I don't expect to. I think that was in the game. Right. Oh, that's it. I always forget that button is a shortcut to take us back to the map. Right, so how do we clear the markings
Gabriel can't take any
off the wall
doesn't
and
work.
put our own ones on? What have we got here? I mean, we've got a brick. Do we combine the brick and the voodoo code? No.
That doesn't work.
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb.
Not sure of what to say. Well, how do you know? Right. Okay, I've got the tracker. How do I get it to the ceremony? So it'll be a two-step process. First, you need to plant the tracker on something. Yes. Second, you need to make sure that something makes it to the ceremony. Yes. These things we know. But what I need to know is exactly... Oh, we gotta wait for the thing to fill up. First, go to Maria and plant the track in the second module. Next, go to Maria and leave a message on it to make sure the second module is brought to ceremony. Right, but how do I leave a message on Laveau's tomb? Yes. This is going to be like, oh, you should have gone to your grandmother's house and picked up some whitewash, isn't it? Once you get the 2 voodoo messages translated, you need to write a simple message of your own and tell someone very specifically what you need them to do. 2 voodoo messages translated. Is this a different one? Fuck me, this is a different one.
Let me get these new marks down. I should check this against the code Madame Moonbeam translated for me. Maybe I can figure out what this new message says.
Gabriel can't put it.
Damn it. There were 2. There were 2. Oh. I thought it was the same one as before. Right, can I...
Gabriel checks the 2 messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new message. He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols except for 3.
DJ, keep eyes, that'll be a Y, won't it? Keep eyes on GK. Is that probably you? Yeah, but do not... that's probably an M, right? Right, now I've translated stuff. Yes, here we go.
I have a message of my own.
Set the top right corner of the translate code to raise this. Right, okay. So, DJ, what do we want to... bring the Seke Madul Renal there. It did make the ding noise.
Sensing that his message isn't quite right, Gabriel rubs it off in frustration.
Didn't make the ding. Bring the... Right, how do we spell Seke Madule? Or is this the point where...
Sensing that his message isn't quite right, Gabriel rubs it off in frustration.
One would guess rubbing off frustration is something Gabe does a lot. Yak, 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 yak. You know what, let's... Just DJ, bring Seke Madule. That's it. That's all we needed. DJ, hello. Yes, that's me. Bring... Seke M A D O U L E.
Pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the brick down. Now if only DJ reads it in time.
I will. Right. Excellent. So, now we've done everything we need. Go to the bayou.
Gabriel doesn't want to put that on until he finds the ritual. It doesn't look too comfortable.
Alright, no crocodile mask yet. But let's use our tracker.
Gabriel pulls out a tracking device, hoping that the Seke Madule made it to the ritual and that this thing will work.
Alright, there's a blip. They must be here with the Seke Madule.
Alright, here we go. Let's enter the bayou and let's...
Dan Mosley and his infernal machine. This better be working.
And let's do another weird map puzzle.
Didn't he just come from that direction? Or did he?
Like, what's the better What's the best maze puzzle from all the Gabe games? Is it the forest one? Is it this one? Or the bayou? Is it the forest one in the middle of Gabe 2? Or is it the basement one at the bottom of Gabe 2, at the end of Gabe 2? Or is it the fucking chess one? What, was there another good maze one in Gabe 3? This
Never
is the...
feel so turned around. Is this thing working? The entrance to the clearing is marked with voodoo skulls. At last.
Alright, again. Put our saves in. Liking my antenna. What the... Put our crocodile mask
in
on.
Rome. Here goes nothing.
Here we go.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first... name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
That'll be Damballa.
Damballa.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile.
It's this gatekeeping bullshit.
Who is the destroyer of men?
Well, that'll be Ogun Badagri.
Ogun Badagri.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight.
A chicken.
Don't take your crocodile mask off, you bellend.
Gabriel!
Malia?
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
No.
You cannot change your destiny or ours.
No.
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No.
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty, pretty gems?
Whose hand was that? Mosley's, probably. Right. We made it to day 6. Slithering day 6, even. Well, that was 6. This is 7. My last ally laid to waste. I ran towards the light. I prayed for one to change my path, to give me strength to fight.
Gabriel! Gabriel, wake up!
Ow, my head.
Oh, it's about time. I've been trying to wake you up for hours. There's no time to lose.
I had another dream.
It wasn't a dream, believe me. Now come on, get dressed.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to remember. Something about Malia.
She's the head priestess of the Voodoo Cartel. They're responsible for the murders. They've been doing it for years.
Malia? Last night. She was the leopard. Like in my dreams, Grace.
I know, those dreams were a warning. Now come on, get dressed.
But last night, Malia changed. She became something else. And then I blacked out, I think. How did I get home?
I followed you last night. I knew you were gonna try to sneak into a ceremony. Lucky for you that I did. If you'd been left at that circle last night, I don't know what she would have done to you.
You're wrong. Malia wouldn't hurt me.
Yeah.
What about Tetelo?
Tetelo. They were chanting that last night. That's the name from Gunther's journal, the woman who took the talisman.
Yes, Gabriel, it's your destiny you're facing. You can't just blunder your way through this or you'll end up dead. You have to call your great-uncle in Germany. He knows more about this than we do.
Okay, I'll call him. But Malia isn't responsible for those things, Grace. It's that spirit, that Loa. It's Tetelo.
Yeah, possession is convenient that way. Call Wolfgang, Gabriel. I'll be in the shop.
Wow, the rich person's evil. What a twist. Who would have expected that? Alrighty, we survived because we got Grace to paint a snake on our chest. And then Grace, you know, as we know, does all the real fucking work. And that is pretty much 9 o'clock. I mean, 2 minutes between friends, eh? So that'll probably do from stuff. Let's have a look who's a boot for a raid. And then we can all go and do some food. Late night food, if you haven't already. Okie coke, let's see. Search them all, let's see what's going on. Oh, Spires is doing some Pokemon. We could pop in and go and see them. Timbo's doing Gotham Knights. Dizzy Miss Lizzie's doing some Nancy Drew. But I think we should go and see our friends Spires. If you don't know Spires, they're part of Meowster's community. What's chat question? Does Whamageddon count if it's not December? I believe it only starts in December. A good trick to avoiding Whamageddon is don't listen to commercial radio, don't watch television, don't go shopping, and only listen to cool Christmas music, including noisy dream pop versions of Last Christmas, which are allowed. Cover versions are allowed. Yes. Anyway, you lost it in lockdown. Couldn't believe it. Thought you were safe. Oof. Don't walk past a building site on the way to a post box. Oh yeah, don't go outdoors. Right. Okay. Anyway, let's do the raid for Spires. There's a 3 on there. Yes, we're going to see Spires. Like I say, they're lovely. They're a Doctor Who nerd. I'm going to press the Doctor Who button.
Top of the wings there. 5 rounds rabbit.
There we go. We've got a raid message. You can copy and paste that. Like I say, probably won't be here tomorrow. Because I'm going to see my parents and stuff. So, not a lot happening tomorrow. But you know where to find me. Oh, yes, excellent. There is the Gender Meowster After Dark stream, which our good friend Ray, No Angel 13, will be taking. Well, what are you doing? You're doing Monster Camp, aren't you? The sequel to Monster Prom. It's going to be raucous. It's going to be heckin' sweary. It's going to be flirty as fuck. Yeah, it should be a good laugh. Maybe I'll be home in time for that. Who knows? But otherwise, definitely go check them out over that with that. Tomorrow's. Otherwise, yeah, you know, find me Discord, Mastodon, Twitter, and stuff. It's all in the down below. You lot have been lovely, as ever. But in the meantime, let us go and see. Yes. I'd hit the button, but the shout out, thank you for doing the shout out for GM, is... Right, dismiss that. There we go. The camera's going. 4, 3. Good night, everybody. Let's go see Spires and have some fun over there. Bye now. Bye!